What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan, and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our market analysis for the Digimon TCG, like we do every Friday. We're here to bring those Digimon card prices, look at the market, see how things are going. We have some really nice metadata that we shared with you guys this week about what's going on in the meta, what regionals is happening. We think Bristol had a regionals, and so we had some top 16 information to share, and that's going to impact card prices. So we're going to get right into it, and we're going to look at a lot of meta stuff, as well as some things that might, potentially be hype in the future. You never know. But we're going to get into it right now. We hope you guys enjoy, as always, and find some value in this video. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. All right, well, we're starting off here. We're looking at the Tamers Pack card. I guess technically the Season 1 Tamer Pack card, because there is a Season 2 coming out when we have those second round of Nationals. You're going to have Oceania, Latin America, and UK will get their finals. And that is going to be Season 1 and Season 2. And then when you get to the second North America finals in February, that's just going to be Season 2 stuff, because they already did all the Season 1 stuff way back in September. I think it was September, Card Fest. But yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on here. And, some of the cards are not, too badly priced, but I mean, finding copies is the hard part. You got Lord Nightmon here at around, $28 to $30. Crimson Blaze, 4 listings starting at $83. I mean, it's only, the market price is only $29, but you have to be able to find it for $29, and right now nobody's willing to sell it for lower. Heaven Judgment's a little bit lower. You have 15 to 17. That's not bad. Marine Bullmon at 13 to 15. Revive from the Darkness, which is a really cool card, at 12 to 13. And Vespamon. So, I mean, the prices are not terribly bad. Your highest ones are Lord Knight and Crimson Blaze. Everything else is kind of reasonable. But it's just, getting the cards is going to be harder because there's less copies out there, less people willing to sell. Now, most people have sold the stuff from the original tournaments, and so there's just less copies. Now, the nice thing is with the infusion of UK, the UK packs, the Latin America, and the Oceania packs, these prices could go down way more. And potentially when we get the pack 2 and people are going to be hyped over that could also drive these prices down. And they'll put more cards on the market for people to buy. So I would wait until the end of December to see how those finals affect the market. But past the tournament stuff, we're getting into deck stuff. We're looking at Promo Mastemon. I think it's been a while since I looked at him. I usually look at her. I look at the Marays. I look at, the new Mastemon, Secret Mastemon. It's expensive. I don't know what else to tell you. It's still expensive. But promo has actually come down a little bit. It was up around 40s, but it's actually dropped down here around the $33 to $35 range. Still an expensive card, just because it was a limited promo from a set. You can see, its lowest price here, $28. And then you're back up to 30. You're back up to 33, 34 within a few copies being sold. Lots of stuff on the market. So I don't necessarily think it's going to drop any more than this. I think it's probably going to stay in that $30 range. So you need 3 of it for the deck. You got to decide, is it worth it to buy right now? This deck is actually topping, which a lot of people didn't think it would. They thought it would be good, but it just wouldn't have enough gas, and it's actually topping. It pulled out 3 tops of that top 16 in Bristol. So that's shows you what's going on there. Another card that's being used in this deck, it's really good, is BT23 Gatomon. And I was playing a couple copies of these, but a lot of other people are playing max copies of these. They're going for, that trash by security effect and just set up another Digimon. Really, really good, especially when you can have such good security control like you do in Mastemon. It's spiked. I mean, this card was around $30, and now it's up at $75 for the alternate art. Most recent sale is $75. Market price around $50, but that's still nuts. I don't think it's been that expensive in its entire run since BT15. And it's you got 5 copies on the market, so this could easily get pushed up to $80, $90 if there's a buyout, which potentially has already happened. Patamon is another card that's played in this deck that is really good. The vaccine trait stuff engine is super good, and we're going to get more Patamon and more Angel support from BT24. So this is a card to look out for hype, as well as its infusion into the Mastemon deck, because this card was, $13. Most recent sales now $20, and the lowest copy they have of it is $45. And it's, there's 12 copies, but you sell these $45 copies and you're almost up to $50 at that point. So this is another card to watch out for, because BT24 hype really could play a big role in this card once we get more reveals from the Time Stranger cards. So gotta watch out for that as well. Other cards for the deck: Angel Woman. I wasn't playing as much CS trait level 5s, and now I'm kind of thinking bad on it, because people are just maxing out like at least three copies of each of the CS trait level 5s. And it's actually, these ones are actually kind of have come down quite a bit. They did come down a little bit more, and then now they're back up to 15, but they're not, in the, where they were at, release. They were like $20 to $30. So they've come down quite a bit to kind of a reasonable, if you want to get the pre-release event foils. And the same for Lady Devimon. It was up at 20. Yeah, you can see right here. Now it's back around 15. So they're both around 15. There's several copies on the market, so easy to get and not too out there. And then, of course, we had to talk about this one because Ordinmon was like a $5 card, and now or less. I think like this isn't even the one that I'm thinking about. But it was really low, and now it's up to $10 because somebody used an Ordinmon in their top 16 Mastemon deck. So that was kind of cool. And I mean, if we come back here, this is the one I'm thinking of with Ordinmon, is the winner. This one right here, the championship from one of the store tournaments. This thing was like $5, and now it's up to $12. I couldn't sell this for the life of me, and now people are buying it. So that's hilarious. Venusmon again. Hoodie's doing a lot, putting a lot of work in, and everyone's running Venusmon. And, there's not any variation on the top end. Mostly everyone's running Venusmon, and so just looking at it here, looking at where it's at, it's starting to climb up again. It's down quite a bit. Most recent sales up at 38. It will go down because we're still getting the Rise of Digimon pack that reprints this again for the third time, but or the fourth time actually. But it's all the original alt art from BT10 is always going to be very, very popular, and it'll be interesting to see once we get the new Venusmon reveal from BT24 if that plays any role in creating price variations in this card, whether positive or not. I mean, if we go back here, looking at it again, yeah, like all the Venusmons, the super rare is $8, the participants $12 from one of the regionals, the heroine set's $20. It's just not cheap in any sense of the word. Yugo Kamashiro again. This has actually come down a little bit, but we're seeing it getting played in Hoodiemon quite a bit, so it's actually come down. It was up around $20, coming back down to 16. It could come back down to where it was, which was around 10 to 12. But I think it might probably hold at 15, especially while Hoodiemon is so prevalent and it's getting played in various versions of the deck. Then we have Magnetic Tremon. Rocks is still doing really well in the format. Most recent sale 25, markets 26. It's not really changed. It's kind of, you see on there, it's kind of flat. It came back up after September when it started doing really good, and just kind of stayed up there at that $25 to $30 range, and it's sloughing a little bit, but it had three tops in the top 16, so I think the price is staying where it's at for right now, at least until we get closer to BT24. Potentially could see some changes depending on what happens with the starter deck in December, but as of right now, there's nothing really happening. And then, of course, his level 3 counterpart, Sunrizamon, is actually, it's gone up, but it's not crazy. Like a lot of the Liberator level 3s are like $30 to $50. This one's only $14. So the price is not It's easy to buy this. It's not a terrible price. It has gone up a little bit, as you can see right here over the last, November's been pretty stable at about $13 to $15, but back in October it did go up, about $2 or $3. So not a huge jump there. And of course, speaking about level 3 Liberators, we did get the Liberator webcomic. So we have Alizamon again. We're looking at it. And this card's just like you can see it. It's just shooting up. People are excited for Reptile Dragon King in BT24. This is the hype train right here. As you can see, we talked about it last week, and I think it was like $20, $25. And now it's jumped up another $10. Most recent sale, $39. This is that Liberator level 3 hype that you see every time there's new support. And it just goes nuts. I would wait. It's going to die down. It'll probably go back to $20, $25. Might not go back down to like where it was until we get the new cards and people see if it's going to be good in the meta or not. But it will go down. So I definitely think you're going to wait on that one. And other cool level 3s, the Impmon foil from EX10. We had a Beelzemon deck in the top as well. And you can see that's affecting this card a little bit. Most recent sale, $19.50. It's going up a little bit as well, which, I mean, it's come down quite a bit from being, it was around $20, $25. Come down quite a bit. So jumping up a little bit is not too bad. Of course, it's always with these foils cards, it's being able to find copies on the market. So, yes, it's $18.50, but if you can't find anyone who's not willing to sell it for less than $25, you're stuck having to pay that price if you want this nice full art foil border. Speaking of Impmon, Beelzemon, Ace, this card's actually going down in price, although all the Beelzemons are still expensive. Between $20 to $40 a copy, depending on what Beelzemon you're looking for, but where it be X-Antibody, where it be EX6, they're all pretty expensive, especially when you got to buy like a couple copies each to play in the deck. It gets pricey, but you look at it here and it has been steadily coming down. It had a little bit of a bump right here at the beginning of November, but it's still trailing downwards. So we could potentially see this go to $35. But I mean, the most recent sale is $45. And looking at the prices here, if this starts selling out, it's going to go back up to $45. So we'll have to wait and see. I think it probably will go down a little bit more, just because it's not getting a lot of tops. It's kind of making, a rogue top in that top 16. The player obviously really good with the deck, really good with the combos, knows his matchups. That's what's going to allow you to win with this deck. You have to be really, really prepared. It's a great deck, but you got to be really, really prepared. Omnimon, X-Antibody, Royal Knights are still making their tops. So you can see here it's just shooting up again. $105 was most recent sale. Yeah, nothing under 100. This was like around 88 the last time we looked at it. The market price is like 82. So this has just gone crazy again. I mean, it can be used in Jesmon, it can be used in Royal Knights, it can be used in so many decks. So yeah, I don't know what to say too much about that. And then we have Alphamon or Yukon, alternate art as well. It's kind of staying at that $25 mark. So I mean, I think you're pretty safe whether you're selling or you're buying. Just if you want it or you don't want it, just deal with it, because it's been like, that's October. It's just been in that same, it's dipped a little bit, but we're talking like cents. So it's $25 if you want this card. There's tons of copies. I would just, it's not changing anytime soon. Analog Youth, of course, we have Analog Youth as well. DM support's doing pretty good, and this new Analog Youth is starting to climb up in price, $9 to $14. So you got to watch out for that, because sometimes when you're a little bit lax with these tamers, they just go nuts. But I mean, there's lots of copies on the market, so I don't think that this is going to have a buyout anytime soon. But just keep an eye on it, because you never know. And then the regular copy, the super, is like $10. So it's kind of like, well, pay $3 more for that. And then of course you have all your old Analog Youths, which are still expensive as well. So if you want to run any kind of Analog Youth engine, you're going to be paying a little bit of money. And then we also have Digimon Emperor, because that's kind of being used in this DM deck. Now the new guy isn't worth that much. He's pretty cheap for even the alt. The regular is like 15 cents for the super, but $3 for the alt. But the other one, you got the other versions. if you want the Tamer Party Pack, that's $16, $17. The Gold Champion set's up at $75. I mean, there is the regular BT8 versions, but they're like $3 to $5 just for a regular rare. So it's just kind of like, if I'm going to pay that much, maybe I should get myself an alt. Anyways, but that is the market analysis for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. Hope you guys gained some valuable knowledge out of it. And tell me what you guys think about the card picks. Do you think I focused a little bit too much on Mastemon? Do you think I could have done a little bit more? Just trying to focus in on the meta and on the results that we received from Bristol. Hopefully there's going to be another North American regionals. I think there's still one more, so we can get some more North America data that's more really relevant to us and our play sector. Because I find sometimes you go to places like Latin America and you look at their regionals, it's just not, accurate to what people are playing in our side of the pond. So let me know your guys' thoughts about all this down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. It looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.